So, sir, let's move on to the next question, which is regarding lifestyle. Uh, I'm always a hostler, and here also at college, I see that almost everyone has become night owl. And, sir, sleeping at 10, I rarely see this here or anywhere else. Like people sleep at 12 to like that only. And nowadays, these mental health issues are also very common. Lifestyle disorders are also very common. So, sir, what do you want to say to everyone regarding this? How to handle these lifestyle issues?
Okay, so my take on this is the following, that there are two things that we must respect. One is the planetary system, and the second one is a biological system. Now, any species, the history will tell you, any species which has tried to violate these two systems, abuse these two systems, they have become extinct. Okay. So, in a planetary system, whether we like it or not, Earth will move around the sun. There will be 12-hour day and 12-hour night. Night has to be night because it has a specific purpose. Similarly, each of us is a microcosm of the universe. And we must not forget that our body is an intelligent machine, intelligent engine, which means if we abuse our own body, either with addiction, either with insomnia, either with trying to become a brave night owl, there will be a heavy toll on your physiology. And if your physiology is broken, shattered, then your psychology will be affected. If your psychology is affected, then you can push yourself voluntarily or involuntarily into a mental disorder, distress, frustration, anger, suicidal tendencies, rejection, fear of failure, and all such things. So you can be a night owl for shorter duration, that's okay. If there are emergencies, if it is not unnatural, but you won't be able to sustain being a night owl for a longer period of time. And say, for instance, somebody will argue, oh, but I have been doing it all throughout my life. Yeah. Remember, they have also missed on different necessities of life, which can happen in a broad daylight. So life begins in dark, stays in dark, and the life will remain to be dark. So it's very important to synchronize our living habit with that of the natural living habits, which means early to bed and early to rise is a way to healthy, wealthy life.
Yeah.
Now, that saying has not come just because somebody liked to create a saying. It came because it is an universal truth. You can ignore it for a shorter duration, but it will have negative effect and impact on your own capacity, your own potential. So my suggestion is you could easily call your day off by 10 or 11 o'clock, but you must have a sleep of about 6 to 7 hours mandatorily. Otherwise, you won't be able to focus if you are sleepy, which means that you are physically present in the class, but you are physiologically already absent from the class. And psychologically, you are miles and miles away from the class.
Yeah.
Okay. So remaining natural, remaining in tune with the nature's cycle, is the key for a marathon of life, is also key for sustaining your successful journey through this life.
Yes, sir. Sir, this reminds me of one like very common problem. I see students of college, they smoke and do all kinds of stuff. And one of them is my friend. So I ask him that don't do this. You are a biology student, you must be knowing. But then they tell you don't know. There is a lot of stress, and they have so many, points to give defending them. I myself don't do because my mother, like, she has already taught, and in a scientific manner also she has told so many things. But sir, smoking, I see that this is very common, and people, like, they don't even consider smoking a bad thing. Like, if they're drinking, okay, fine, I'll think about it. But for smoking, sir, this is very common, and then they say that I do this because of stress and all kinds of things. So sir, how to get rid of this, and what do you want to tell them?
Okay, so addiction of any sort is bad. Okay, whether it is smoking, whether it is any other type of addiction. Now, you are addicted to something. The basic reason, initially, it becomes because that adrenal rush. मेरा दोस्त कर रहा है तो मुझे करना चाहिए, क्योंकि जिस शहर में सारे चोर है वहां चोरी करना गुनाह नहीं है। तो जहां पे सारे लोग सिगरेट या बीड़ी फूक रहे हैं, तो अगर मुझे उनमें रहना है तो मुझे भी करना पड़ेगा। ये समाज की एक सोच बन गई है। बिकॉज राइट फ्रॉम द चाइल्डहुड वी हैव काइंड ऑफ रेजिस्टेड individuals to be individual. We have converted them to be a follower. I'll give you a simple example. In a childhood, in a younger days, as a child, if some uncle come to your house unannounced, then the dad will say, I'm going into the bedroom. You tell the uncle that I'm not available.
Yeah.
That means unconsciously, unintentionally, your dad or parents have told you to lie. Now, when everybody lying becomes a common pattern.
Yeah.
Similarly, smoking in some way or the other has become a common pattern, though it is injurious to health, everybody knows, but everybody will do it because you see in movies, macho man do it. You see in movies, the rebellistic woman doing it. So you think, I should be also like that, because very early on in your life, society and the parents have switched off your burden to be individual thinker, to think for yourself. They have switched it off and they have started the button of becoming a follower. So that's how people get involved into it. And then it might take your attention for a shorter span of time from what you want to do or what you are fatigued with. But ultimately, it ends up creating a hell lot of frustration. It will make you less focused on anything that you do. Because I don't know whether you have seen severely addict smokers. If they don't have a fag, their hands will start to tremble.
Oh.
They cannot talk properly. So clearly, if you really want to focus, then addiction is not the instrument to focus on particular thing. Your willpower to stay put into any activity is real instrument to focus on anything.
Thank you, sir. I'll definitely show him this, and all the students will see and come to know that smoking is not cool.